Hello, and welcome to another episode of Arts Alive. I'm your host, Justin Neely. Today we have an exciting show planned for you. Starting tomorrow, the Morehead Film Challenge begins. The Morehead Film Challenge is a competition hosted by Morehead State University where teams are given a genre, character name, and a phrase that has to be used somewhere in the short. The teams are given their information on Friday night and have until Monday to complete the short film. Today we will be looking at two previous year's entries. But first, let's take a look at a short documentary done by Jeffrey Hill's documentary class about a local folk artist.
Always constructing, but nothing ever seems to get built. So you're just flat and pale, but that's a smile on your face. Cost you money making you.
Well, my name is Cecil R. Eisen. I am a native of this place right here. I was born approximately 300 feet from where I'm sitting. So it is home to me. I am an archaeologist by training and spent most of my career on the Daniel Boone National Forest as the archaeologist there, which was absolutely wonderful because you have the whole array of site types that would even thrill Indiana Jones. We moved here in this house 30 years ago, and it started then. I started with the field of forensic anthropomorphology, since I am a trained anthropologist to begin with, when I noticed an occurrence, an unusually high occurrence of doll parts scattered throughout National Forest lands. And it didn't seem like National Forest lands would be an area that you would find a lot of children playing. And as I looked closer into these remains that I kept finding, there seemed to be a pattern. That yes, they started out as children's playthings, but the end of their lives, they had become objects of adult play and carnage. The first doll I ever discovered on the forest was lying in a ditch and with mud starting to mat its hair, but it had a tick, a common deer tick, pinned to its forehead. And I was thinking, I don't recall any child's play activities that involve pinning ticks to dolls' foreheads and then disposing of them on remote Forest Service roads.
Once upon a time there was a ballad, and it came and it blew your mind, blew your mind, blew your mind, blew your mind away. Screaming at the top of your lungs, you ran and you dove and you dove, 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 you dove off the stage. Killing a lot of love with all the life you would give, and you give it all, 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 give it all away. Smiling as you ran, smiling as you fell, smiling as, smiling as, smiling as, smiling as, smiling as you decayed.
I received dolls from across the world. I've received some that had washed up on the shores of Chile. Others from, as I mentioned, the remote areas of wildernesses in Montana or California, beneath church floors out of Georgia, along levee dikes from New Orleans. Wherever you look, if you look hard enough, you will find disturbance to a doll. I don't like to see things wasted, and I just like to recycle as much as I can. I don't like to see bottle caps go to their death in a landfill where they will never see the light of the sun again. So I turn them into pretties that where they can sit outside and enjoy each day, watch the sun come up every day. Are they animate? Are they inanimate? I think everything has a soul, a spirit of some sort attached to it, a part of energy. And when you put the bottle caps together, they create just a tiny little zing of energy by themselves. The one behind me was made from discarded upholstery, part of a trailer underpinning, bingo chips, and precious jewels. I made that for my lovely, lovely wife for her Christmas present a few years back. Because she is so close to an angel, I thought I would make her an angel as well. Unfortunately, one of them had a slight mishap as she was entering the pearly gates and lost a foot. But with modern technology today, St. Gabriel was able to whittle her out a peg leg in no time at all. What I really enjoy more than anything in the world is to see other people happy. And for some, painting gourds is something that makes them happy. I've rarely seen a frown upon anyone's face when they were doing art. And everyone does art. Maybe you doodle on the side of a page while you're taking notes at a paper or in class or whatever. Maybe you like to color when you were a kid and continue to do that. If you don't do art, you appreciate art. I don't know what the attraction is, because if you went to anyone's house, you will find art in every nook and corner of some sort. Perhaps mine is just a little more bizarre than others. But it's just the way I see the world. And you can see the world through art. Or just being able to do something that is totally pleasant to you. And if other people find it pleasant, that's just a huge big plus. But as long as you are comfortable with what you're doing, if it's painting your toenails, fine. As long as you're comfortable with it, and it puts just a hint of a smile on your face, then you've succeeded.
And you were the line that held on tight to this ride I call my life. From my left and to my right.
Please don't throw that trash on the ground. I know someone is watching you now. Recycle, man. Recycle, man. Please take care of all your waste in a responsible way. Recycle.
I'm so freaking bored. I cannot handle another hour of the Kardashians.
I wish we'd go bowling.
Me too.
Great.
Your wish has come true. Wilson Lanes, located inside of Laughlin Health Building on campus, has 6 lanes of pure bowling fun, and now with automated scoring. $2 per game and a $1 shoe rental. How could you pass this up?
You're listening to 96.5 FM, your electronic music source. Time for your hourly news update. Death toll from Tuesday's separatist attack on Union forces in Columbus continues to rise. 30 civilians have also reportedly died from the attack. And the battle in the Senate continues over tomorrow's vote. The outcome currently rests on Republican Senator Sidney Harwood, who has been very outspoken publicly on his voting intentions, and how important this bill would be when passed into law. The senator is currently staying in an undisclosed location before tomorrow's vote due to various death threats he has received via email. The senator had this to say concerning the threats.
I will not be intimidated by such cowards. I'll do everything in my power to help this country in this great time of trials. God bless America.
That concludes your top headlines for this hour. As a friendly reminder, all citizens are reminded to obey all curfews and weapons bans. Your local military police are here to protect and defend and will enforce all regulations. Now back to the beats on 96.5 FM.
What do you know about Sidney Harwood?
I know he's a pretty big deal. Can't turn on radio or TV without hearing about him.
Well, he's become a problem. I think you know what to do.
Alright.
You have a contact. The number's in there. They'll give you the go-ahead.
Understood.
Yeah. No, we're still inside. In a minute. Okay.
Hey, honey, can you help me with this recording? Thank you. Honey, you make those reservations?
Oh, yeah, I did.
All right, you ready?
Just a second. Okay, ready.
All right.
Shut up. Don't ask questions.
Sid, what's going on?
Don't worry, I can handle this. It's just politics. You're with the Separatists, are you? How did you find me?
Ask your wife.
I'm sorry, honey, but don't take it personally. It's just good politics.
Well,
Man, I don't think you want to do this. I was gonna save this country, man.
I'm gonna save this country.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. What are you doing?
You're useless to us now.
Useless? I handed him to you on a platter.
I guess I could let you live.
Thank you.
No, I'm just making that up. But it sounds reasonable.
You did good out there, soldier.
Just doing my job.
Understood. Nonetheless, though, it's a real turning point in this war of ours. Washington's in shambles and the politicians are on the run. I hate that it's come to this, but sometimes war is necessary.
War wears many faces.
That it does.
So what do we do now?
Well, you're a good soldier, so we'll be in contact.
Yes, Mr. President, it's done.
When you got some homework and you need a place to go, when you're working on a project and your computer is slow, there's a little place on campus that I think that you should know about. The first story of the library is what I'm talking about. Walk past Java City and then you will see the new commons area is where you should be. They got computers and printers, couches, tables and more. It's the perfect place to go for study time galore. The Morehead State University Space Science Center has been established to provide a research and educational facility with state-of-the-art laboratories for undergraduate students in space science. The Star Theater located inside functions as a classroom and public entertainment room featuring laser light shows and 3D movies. To contact the Space Science Center, call 606-783-2381. For events in the Star Theater, call 606-783-9593.
Hey man, you're not supposed to be smoking on campus. Don't listen to him, it isn't like anyone's gonna know he's smoking a cigarette. That's a really bad idea. Remember, Morehead State University is a tobacco-free campus.
Well, I just got tired of it. The lights, the red carpet, the commentators, Joan Rivers for one. And I swear if Michael Bay makes one more film with explosions every 15 minutes, So I decided to move out here, in the sticks, live among the common man, get away from the facade of Hollywood. That's what this picture is really about. And I've been very fortunate in the financing of this picture as well.
Hell, me and JW, we go way back. I financed this first picture, The Ballad of Mrs. McGrew, and I helped finance some of Scorsese's films in the late 80s. And just for the record, it was Marty's idea to substitute spaghetti and meat sauce for the brain matter in the mob hit. And that's why I don't eat spaghetti anymore.
I got the idea one day. I was walking down the street and there was this box right there in front of me. It was literally staring me in the face. I can't believe I'd never seen it before.
The box?
No, the story. It feels like I've been writing this story ever since I came out of the womb. If not then since 2nd grade. This is what I've been searching for. This is my gift to the world. And this town of Silver Creek is the perfect place to film my masterpiece.
My father was an extra in a film in the 1980s, and my mother was a groupie who slept with anyone who's been in a movie. So I was pretty much destined to be a great actor.
You ever think that maybe it's not me, it's you? I mean, you created the perfect man, and you still couldn't get along with him.
I mean, you created the perfect man and you still couldn't get along with him. I graduated from film school 3 years ago, top of my class, and since then I've been in movies like Redeeming Lake, Broken Wings, and 9 Days to Live. I played a cancer patient. I've been nominated for 2 Academy Awards and 3 Golden Globes, and this lead role is sure to be my first win.
Well, Kyle, Chad, you both are amazing actors. Unfortunately, I can only pick one. It comes down to this sudden death question. What do you think of Cary Grant?
He's a douche.
Cary Grant is splendid. I love the Philadelphia Story.
Most girls do.
Well, Cary Grant is one of my all-time favorite actors. But Kyle, I like the way you emasculate him right there. You get the part. And you get the box. Well, Kyle's acting style is unique, but that's what I'm going for. I want realism. And I just like the guy.
I deserve the lead role, but when Kyle left, the director told me he had a very important role for me to perform, so I went ahead and signed the contract right then.
Okay, do you guys think you got it now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, action. For my leading lady, I chose Pandora Hopkins. She was my first choice, and only because she was the only actress auditioning for the parts. But don't let that fool you. She's got potential.
If you talk to me that way again, I'll...
You'll what? Kill me like you did Johnny?
Cut. Cut. Kyle, you were perfect. Pandora, I need a little more emotion. Well, just watch Kyle. He knows how it's done. Take 2.
Henderson's directing style is very demanding. His artistic choices are bizarre. But he signs the checks, so I guess he knows best.
More emotion. I need tears. I need real tears, damn it.
Real tears.
Henderson is an artist. I mean, a real artist. And I don't think that's just the drugs talking.
Well, you know, I love being back on the set. And like Roman Polanski once said about love, Who cares if she's 14? Well, this film is a combination of 2001: A Space Odyssey, Singing in the Rain, and Twilight.
It's a sci-fi film.
No.
So it's a musical.
No.
So it's going to suck?
Can we cut the camera for a second?
I'm done with this. Everything. The director, Kyle, all of it. I have been offered the lead role in a multi-million-dollar production, and I'm taking it. The next time any of you see me, I'll be accepting my Academy Award.
Say, did I ever tell you about the time I met Robert Altman?
Can't say you have.
Well, I used to follow Robert around a lot when I was 16 or 17, about that age. Yeah, one time he was in the studio filming a film, and I was in the studio parking lot, leaning on his car. And he came out of the studio. He gave me some good advice, though.
What advice?
He said, "Get the hell off my car, boy."
We have a problem.
Turns out the money we received from Pasquale was dirty money. So our funding's been cut. But I'm not worried. I know someone else will pick up the project. It's just a matter of time.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. We'll see you back again in 2 weeks. And as always, thank you for watching Arts Alive.